Hi, this is Ann Sieg again, and let's talk about prepare to launch, setting up your dropship business. Product research. It's time to find products. So we're going to take you shopping on two of the world's biggest online stores, eBay and Amazon. Pay close attention as Erin shows you all the ins and outs of locating hot products, analyzing and pricing your products, and how to size up your competition.
Welcome back. In this video, you're going to learn some techniques for finding products to sell on eBay, but not just any products, the right products. You're going to learn how to draft off of other sellers' product listings, and then you're going to bump things up a notch and improve on their listings, but still have a better price than they do. To get set up to find products, you'll open up your browser. I happen to use Firefox, and that's what's displayed on your screen. And I set up tabs to toggle back and forth and make comparisons from two websites without having to close out of each one. So after you open your browser, log on to Amazon.com, then click the plus sign on your browser, usually up in the top bar you'll see a little plus sign, and go to eBay.com and log in there as well. So now you've got two separate pages open at the same time, just like you had two folders on the table, stacked one on top of the other. So you just touch one tab and that will bring the other one up to the front. And that's going to be very handy in streamlining things and speeding things up for you, the whole process. So you ever hear the phrase, there's no need to reinvent the wheel? When someone has taken the time and effort to create a system that works really well, who are we to try and duplicate or reinvent the same process over again when we can simply draft off of their work? That's exactly what I want you to do on eBay. Draft off of other successful sellers and learn ways to leverage their success. It's easy for new sellers to make the mistake of allowing emotion and personal shopping preferences to get in the way of finding in-demand products. It's not about what you think sounds like a good product. It's about finding what's already selling. Emphasis, find out what's already selling. You're going to be locating hot products by following successful sellers. And what do I mean by that? You're going to draft off the experience and success of good sellers and learn to spot the hottest products from their inventory. Remember, emotion when you're listing on eBay equals poor sales. You got to take that out of the equation. Top sellers are already doing all the right things that bring high visibility and traffic to their products, which is why they get lots of sales and repeat business. And you will save time and eliminate a lot of the guesswork if you will simply focus on finding other good sellers and then drilling down to the products that they're already selling repeatedly. Then you locate the product on Amazon, analyze it for feasibility for listing it on eBay using all the stealth techniques that you're about to learn here. Once you've drafted off a good seller who sells multiples of the same product, turn your attention to sourcing that exact same product from Amazon at a price that will allow you to undercut them, the eBay seller, and still make a nice profit. I'll say it another way. Locate a hot product from an eBay seller, then see if you can find the same product on Amazon at a price that will allow you to price your eBay listing slightly lower than your competitor and still make a profit. You already know the product is selling, but if you can source it and get it at a decent price and then price it on eBay just slightly below that seller, it's going to sell. All right, so let's move on. The more you develop the skills of drafting off your competitors, the better and faster you're going to get at finding and listing hot products at competitive prices that literally suck the attention towards your products like a magnet. It then just becomes a numbers game. The more you list products using these skills, the more chances to sell and earn money. It's that simple. And here are some of the pricing factors. As you analyze items for sale, these are the things that are going to affect your price and you're going to have to take these into account and consider these in terms of the feasibility of listing a product. Sometimes you'll analyze a product and you do all your research and then you go, nah, that's not enough profit for me to build in, and so in that case you just move on to a different product. So the product cost, any applicable taxes and shipping, and eBay and PayPal fees, those are the things that you'll have to consider when pricing each one of your products. So let's take a look at these in a little more detail. There are a few things to keep in mind as you're analyzing these products. In order to avoid having to build shipping costs into your list price on eBay, then when you're on Amazon, focus on products costing $35 and up, because that's their threshold for free shipping. Anything below that will incur shipping charges. And in that case, you'll either have to factor that into your price or you're going to lose money. So I recommend only finding products on Amazon that are above that $35 threshold and listing those kinds of products. The next thing you want to be aware of is whether or not the product is in stock. You'll notice on your screen, you'll see I've got the green circles around these different parts that I'm talking about. So you want to watch that it's in stock, you want to know that it's above the $35 threshold, and you want to be aware of any notices of delayed shipping time, which would be indicated if on there. It'll say something like, over to the right in the buy box, it'll say something like not shipping for, and if it's like a week or 2 weeks out from the date that you're looking at it, that's indicating that it's back ordered, and you probably want to avoid that. You have no control over that when you sell it on eBay. It could be back ordered on Amazon. That's just not a good situation. So just avoid those kinds of situations when you're analyzing the products. So here's the formula for calculating your price. Product cost plus the sum of the fees and taxes, as much as 21%, is going to equal your break-even price. That's a price where eBay and PayPal have taken out their fees and you're able to pay back the cost of the product, and you would have zero. But you have to factor in your desired profit on top of that. So in this example, I used a modest $5 to arrive at your listing price on eBay. So you will need to adjust your prices up or down accordingly if Amazon prices change. More on monitoring price changes will be coming, but just know that no price is set in stone. Once you get the hang of calculating prices, you can make adjustments on the fly very quickly inside your eBay listings as you need to. And one more thing, if you're selling items from your own home, you don't have to worry about price changes. You only need to factor in eBay and PayPal fees at 13%. So using the example from before, we came up with an eBay listing price of $49.77. When it sells, when that item sells, eBay and PayPal will take their 13%. Remember, 10% is eBay fees and 2.9 or roughly 3% are PayPal fees, so a total of 13%. They will take their fees and commissions out and will deposit the difference into your account. But remember, I teach you to factor in taxes for 50% of the time that happens, so that you'll never lose money. But also remember, I said that in the cases where your product is not going to a state that charges taxes, that's going to mean 8% extra profit in your pocket. So you have to look at the big picture when you're pricing and your earnings and profits when you're a drop shipper, because you can't get caught up in just one particular sale. You want to look at your overall sales and overall profits, because you are, like I said, 50% of the time you'll be taxed and 50% you won't. So we've just done a calculation for one single sale at a profit of $6.30. Now imagine if you sold 10 of that same product. You'd be profiting $63 on one product listing. Now imagine if you had 10 product listings that each earned you a similar $63 profit. What about 100 at a similar profit? 630, 6,300 off one product? You can easily see just how quickly you can multiply your earnings as an eBay dropshipper by listing and selling more products. It is a numbers game. All right, you remember when we talked about needing to treat your business like a real business and not a hobby, right? I mentioned that we have some free tools, and you're looking at one of them right now. We have a sample sales tracker spreadsheet for you with built-in calculations set to eBay's current fee schedule. Simply enter the information when you sell a product. You can just copy and paste it right over or type the data into the fields. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you do, just get it in there so that you can keep track of things like I talked about before. And once you get the data in there, it automatically calculates everything for you. It'll calculate, the price, the shipping, handling, listing fees, PayPal, eBay fees, and it'll total up your final fees and your profit. It's a really, really handy little tool, and I know you're going to want to get a hold of this. We have both the Windows and Mac versions in the resource section, and you can just download those. Similar to the spreadsheet for tracking your entire business, this little gem is great for quickly finding your product locations where the URL or the web address for your products on Amazon without having to go do another search on Amazon to find them. So if you'll just, anytime you list a product, just some basic information, you need the item description, the source URL, which is the web address on Amazon, and then the price that Amazon is charging, and then the price that you're going to list it at. That's all you need there. That's just some basic information, but that's going to help you keep track. So, why is this important? Number one, when your product sells, you can simply come over to this spreadsheet, click the link, and go straight to the page on Amazon to find your product. That will save you a lot of time. And two, each day you should go through this list. Write down the list, whether you have 10, 20, 100 products, doesn't matter. You will click the URL link and go down the listings, checking all of the Amazon pages to see what the prices are. If they've changed, you're going to need to go into your eBay account and change the price accordingly. So sometimes prices will fluctuate a lot from one day to the next, sometimes not at all. But there's only one way to make this a habit, and that's to get the spreadsheet, and this will help you avoid those pricing fluctuations so that if your product sells and you forgot to check the price and it went up, you're going to end up taking a loss. So, I know I keep harping on this, but you really need to treat this business like a real business and not a hobby. And these tools, they're free, but they're very powerful, and they will keep you on track and make you look like a pro. So again, this spreadsheet is also available for download in both Mac and Windows PC versions, and you can find it in the resource section. All right, you ready to move on? In the next set of videos, I'm going to be covering the entire eBay listing process in detail, and it's a 4-part series of videos that are just on listings. So I'm going to show you step by step how to outsmart eBay's search engine, optimizing your listings so they stand out and get you lots of traffic and more sales. You'll get all the step-by-step details of how to create killer listings on eBay, all coming up next. I'll see you in the next video.